YT, this is your girl Hawaii Nanny coming at you with a vlog of the day. And this here is going to be a different vlog of the day. This is going to be about my experience as a mother of 5 boys and my labor and delivery experiences. Now, here Nathan was born May 30th, 2009, weighed 5 pounds, 9 ounces, and was 19 inches long. Okay. He was the biggest baby out of all my babies. Labor with him lasted, like it didn't last. Labor at home started at 4 o'clock in the morning. Thought I was sitting there, thought I was maybe having, minor gas or whatever. Maybe some, hot baby just leans on your, pelvis and all that stuff because they're head down. Not this joker. Pain with him was an experience from hell. Because I told my husband that I was not feeling this. This was not a normal pain. This pain was horrible pain. Okay. You are spilling milk. Okay, sorry about that, guys. She's spilling milk all over me. Anyway. Well, when I went into labor with him, it was like early 4 o'clock in the morning. We were all sleeping. Me and my husband were on the couch sleeping. The couch was like one of those kind of couches that went into a circle and you lay on the couch. Oh, labor was really bad. I mean, it felt like he was trying to kick his way out of me, but I know it was contractions. And it was so unbearable. The pain lasted forever. So I picked the cell phone. I called Mom. I told Mom that I didn't want to call no more paramedic. I wanted her to come get me because I wanted to be able to get my husband there and the kids there and stuff in time. And I wanted to be there in the car. I want to be there in no damn ambulance. Alright, hey, I'm not real fond of mobile medics, but if it's, God forbid, any time it has to be necessary, it's fine. But, God forbid that. Anyway, I told her it's either the ambulance or you. And she came and picked me up. Mind you, I had to hurry up, get my house shoes on and grab my bags. I got to the hospital because she had to go back and get my husband and get my kids. And like I said, it was 4:30 in the morning. It was around 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning when we got to the hospital. And my mama dropped me off, took me on the lady that was downstairs and there was an emergency room department. She said she was a wife, and she said she lady. She was a real nice lady. She said, it's time. And she brought me right on up. I didn't say nothing. This woman knew I was having this baby. She just knew. I don't think I gave her any indication. She just knew. She just like, it's time. So, apparently, being a midwife, you can detect stuff like that. So she took me on up to L&D. They got me prepared. I was ready. That's all I can say is I was really ready for him to be out. Because I wanted to hold my baby. I love my boys. And those times are always so special when you carry them for 9 months. And mind you, I had just turned 38 weeks that morning. First time I ever delivered a baby at 38 weeks. All the rest of them were born between 37 and 36, which were really healthy babies, and they're all between 5 pounds. The only one that was the smallest was my son TJ. He was 4 pounds, 13.2 ounces. But he was the biggest out of all of them. He was almost 6 pounds, and I was blessed that he was able to get that size. But he's bad though. He's 2 now. And I'm going to say that he was a C-section because I had to have a repeat C-section, as the doctor claimed. Because I had 2 C-sections prior to him. All my births, I had 2 vaginal and 3 C-sections. But a lot of people have asked me that I want to try for a girl. And I really wanted to, but since Dr. Gordon made it clear that I wasn't going to be able to carry any more babies because of my uterus being too thin. He said if I got pregnant another baby that I could die. And that put the fear in my husband and me. I don't know exactly. He was a nasty doctor to me. I'm sorry, but when I first met Dr. Gordon with my first child, he wasn't like that. You have to talk crazy to that man to get him to shut the fuck up. He was a foreign doctor, black guy. He was one of those kind of persons that you just. I had to go. I'm just gonna say it like this. He was not nice after I had my baby. I had to cuss his ass out in front of everybody at the hospital. Okay, he might have been my doctor, but you're not my daddy. And I have rights just like everybody else. I had, y'all know that I smoke my cigarettes. After I had my son, my husband had to go get the kids, check on the kids and everything. So I was pretty much by myself at the time. So, but when I made sure my son was well watched in the nursery before anything, I told the nurses, ma'am, I have a cigarette break. I'm going to take a cigarette break. I said, I'm well within my rights. I can walk out this hospital and take a smoke break, but I will never leave my kid. Now, mind you, I'm a mother of 5 now. I know how to take care of a child. I know what the rules and risks and everything of taking care of a kid. Plus, I worked at the daycare center, and I know all the rules and regulations of taking care of a baby and not changing a diaper. I know what's safe, what's not safe from the baby. Because my children, they had cribs, but the only time they were allowed to sleep in a crib is during the day when I was watching them and breathe. I would sit there and really watch my child breathe while he sleeps, making sure that he was okay. Because mama was paranoid like him. I know there are a lot of sudden death syndromes regardless of any situation. But I was just that one person that was really paranoid of my kids because they were so small. They might have been 5-pound baby boys, but they were 5-pound healthy and blessed. And I thank God for that. And I thank God for that every day for giving me such beautiful kids and a beautiful husband. So there's no complaints here at all. This here is my blessings. These are all my blessings. Okay? I know exactly what pain feels like when labor comes. I know what it is to have a C-section. I've had 3. I told the nurse, ma'am, you don't have to school me on nothing. I've walked through 3 C-sections. And when they didn't want, at one point, the doctor told them they didn't want me to go down and smoke a cigarette. I said, first of all, Dr. Gordon is my doctor, true enough, but he is not my daddy. And he cannot hold me against my will. Once y'all want me up and walk into the C-section, I'm going to get up and walk with this here. And that's what I did. I took my bed after they removed me from my catheter. And I went to use the bathroom, done all the things they needed me to do. Kegel exercises and all. Showered and everything. When I got back from smoking my cigarette, I took me a shower. I made sure everything, changed my gown, make sure I didn't smell like smoke so that I could hold my baby. Because I told the nurse off too. I said, ma'am, all due respect, this is my body. This is my child. Your job is to make sure that I'm okay. And I'm gonna tell you I'm okay. If something's wrong, I'm gonna let you know something is wrong. But as they seen that I was a strong mother who wheeled her ass out there to that damn parking lot to smoke my cigarette and wheeled her ass right on back, they knew I was not old. I was not new to the game. I was old school. And I said, ma'am, I got 5 kids now. I said, don't try to tell me what I don't have. I know every pregnancy and every child is different, but I know my body. And if something was not right with my body, I'm pretty sure they would let me know. And when he come up there, because my husband had already called me and told me, baby, we can't have no more kids. He scared the hell out of my husband. He called my husband, told my husband, we can't have no more damn kids. I don't know if it's something that he declined on, because he told me, Vanessa, Miss Reed, if you got pregnant again, I would not deliver your baby. And I looked at him, I said, Mr. Gordon, if something was that wrong, you don't have to be nasty about it. Nurse was sitting up there like she was dumbfounded or whatever. I don't give a damn if you a nurse or not, but you need to speak up on a woman's behalf and let that son bitch talk to me like I'm a child. So I told him, Dr. Gordon, you are not God. You are a doctor, and that's what you're supposed to be as a doctor. Your advice is needed, yes, and I appreciate it, yes. But you are not God. If God wanted me to have another baby, he would be well in his right to do so. But I told him, fine, that's understandable. I said, but don't come in here with an attitude, because the attitude would cause you to get in trouble. I'm your patient. Respect me as your patient. I will respect you as my doctor. Now, Dr. Gordon had a wild hair up his ass, and he had a nerve to slam his hand down in front of all the staff members in the hospital and yell at me. I said, hold up. Who in the hell are you talking to? I said, one thing. I'm your patient. You respect me as your patient. If you got a problem with something that you don't like about me, then you need to let me know so I can find me another doctor. And I will move on right on by my motherfucking bed. After he did what he did, trust me, I went downstairs and I went off and told administration about how he did me upstairs. And I don't know if they did anything about it, but it was well said in written paper. Because when I went back for my 6 weeks postpartum, he was nothing but nice to me. That's all I can say. And then, but that, we went to my ultrasound appointment. My husband and I went out before we had Nathan to see whether we having a girl or a boy. Because my husband was so happy. He thought he was having a girl, and I thought I was having a girl too. We already had a name picked out. We get to the place for the doctor's office to get an ultrasound done, and Dr. Gordon had the audacity and the fucking nerve, and had the nerve to talk to my husband and tell my husband, oh, I didn't think you exist. Told my husband he didn't think my husband existed. My husband said, well, she wouldn't be pregnant if I didn't exist. I know that pissed my husband off real bad. My husband said, you ain't gonna see him no more, because I'm gonna have to choke that son of a bitch. My husband's a peaceful man. He tried to respect people. He tried to keep the peace with people. But I guarantee you that made him madder than hell. Said that to me. My husband met him before. He said, you met me before. You delivered one of our other kids. And that's when we got ready to go to Hawaii. Where was your mind at? Where did your memory go? Do you got amnesia? Do you not remember you delivering one of our other children? Good question. He delivered only 2 of my kids. The rest of them were delivered. 2 of them were born in Hawaii, and 3 of them were born in Mississippi. And the first one was born by Dr. Pappas. I wish I could have kept that man, because he was really nice. And Dr. Truth was a nice doctor too. And I started to go back to the women's clinic with him. But I was so reluctant to get a doctor that I knew, and they had to go through all the hassle with all the sitting there waiting, and now he was one doctor and all that other crap, and I had it done. But with all my other births, Dante was natural. Had him in Hawaii. He was a really beautiful baby, such a handful though. Kari was such a wonderful birth, but a very painful birth, because they didn't have me in an epidural here in Mississippi, because Medicaid did not cover epidural, which was stupid in my opinion. You had to pay out of your pocket for it. But I want to share with you those moments of my birth experiences with my boys. And I give all the glory to God about giving me such great, beautiful sons and a wonderful husband. But again, any questions, comments, or anything on this story, please feel free to respond. I have no problem answering questions about my birth, how I experienced things, what was it like being pregnant and walking. I walk with all my babies. And I'm not gonna sit here and shame myself. I did, but I didn't smoke every minute of the hour. I had my habits. I did not drink, and I didn't like taking drugs. The only thing I tried to take was a prenatal vitamin, and that made me really sick. So I'm not really fond of those. But I took them when I needed to, when I knew that it's important for this child, my children. Period. If I couldn't tolerate the pill, I took a lot of orange juice. I made sure that I had orange juice with every baby. And say bye. Say mwah. Alright guys, please come by and comment, rate, and subscribe if you haven't. Alright guys, peace.